Oh, hello, hello. Back again for the second time tonight. Gonna be playing even more uh, Ghost Trick Phantom. So, talk to the people. Sissel, you haven't come to my cell tonight. I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. Things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, just now. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away. Cecil told me all about it, Detective Jout. About the manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this. This manipulator really did a number on the minister, too. Oh! Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Cecil, do you think that's what happened to me, too? What are you talking about, man? Don't tell me. You were manipulated, too? There's always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. The image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it, and why did they do it? That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right? I knew it. See, Detective Chow? No, I'm afraid I don't see. Told Detective Jout about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. It's very strange indeed. Junkyard at the edge of town? I never even heard of the place. What's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. Where in the world is he? Detective Joud. You must have heard this name before. Toadsick. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago? You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I heard that meteorite saved Llewellyn's life. That's right. Couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If that's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Chow told he told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. Stole that man's life away. No question about it. It was entirely my fault. How so? I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. It's not true. You're trying to save me. Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? On that day, 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation. Worst sort of incident, a suspect who was being cursed escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. Happened to be there, detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. Fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective, burning my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved with it. It was all my fault. Detective, get out. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, man. So the man who grabbed me died that man who grabbed me died that day. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of many people I met in life and didn't want to forget. Then tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait, just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. The man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Cecil for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name I know the man in the park that day by isn't Cecil. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Back. Mr. Minister. Inspector Kevin, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cavanilla? You know that wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? Life is a life. even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on? What's going on? Inspector Cabanella! The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people, started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever on. Inspector Cabanella's call proves that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who's this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing than when I started. Yeah. Could probably finish this game tonight. 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet. The scene I find waiting on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. I see myself. There you are, Commander Sith, finally. I barely remember the voice I did first. Sissel, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think of it. It would. Yeah. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. Dawn is approaching. Darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep. But I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Let's have them spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Like, in the sky? Like UFOs? Aliens? Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable. Have no service until they arrive, sir. Very well. Da 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 da. It's a submarine. Nice try, Inspector Cabanella. But you can never stop me. See ya, sucker. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case. They probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? And there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I better talk to him. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? Guess he hasn't been dead for a very long run. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. Well, that's where I'm gonna find my answers. I can't run away from it. Once the criminal gets the group, babe. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you? Why? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life, or have you forgotten? Wrong! I was murdered by all of you! Detective Joe chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who's right there while I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. Finally, you, Inspector Cabanella. Me. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. My case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth. Me and Detective Joe. How many sisters are there? Maybe he's in some kind of robot body. Bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. Okay, nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Counts. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. Wipe out everybody who knew about Tensei. Friends? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanella is awake. My head's spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanella character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel who just shot me? I guess so. Well, you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? Guess I just have to face it. I'm not that thistle guy. Somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's very important life here somewhere. Life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. I like to do movie voice. So, are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks. Powers of the dead, yeah, but can't control living creatures. I think you'd be very careful. But you'd better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, you better be careful. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? The top of its bookshelf is lined with books. One on the top is balanced so precariously. It's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How did the pigeon guy even reach up here? I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. Look at this place. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there's a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Hey, come to think of it, where is that old picking guy? Excuse me. Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory? I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabanella, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest, actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. Aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go even further back. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanella. But if we can go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. How many times do I have to tell you this? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers if I remove it. He's not dead, he's just not there. True form of the manipulator isn't something you can affect, it's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it all out, huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanella. So it's really you, too. You're... I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's just... It's just all... It's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, shell. I control everything. The shell, people. Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby the whole that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Zhao did. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight. Before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the traffic in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it's all over. Cooper won't turn this time. We'll shoot this little arrow this way. Professor, look out! Dynamite, eh? Really, when the devil did he put that there? Planned it all out. Planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab. But he already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. Well, I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. Saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this one. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never my wise and wildest genius did think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I say meet him. Something's been nagging at the back of my mind. Remember what Ray said to me today? He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. Well, that's true. How could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. No use, I can't open it. Could the fact that the husk standing on it have anything to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. She sounds so proud of that fact too. This door. Such a pig. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be hard. Wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downward, eh? Alright, man, jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say, too. If you could stop the explosion, we'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say. And most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Prof? off? Waiter, your best bet is to save me without the explosion. During the explosion, without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say, sheesh, what's with all these people? Anywho, jump in there and do something. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try opening the store, see how that goes. If you could just get off the door. Come on. Oh, what do you think you're doing? Let's try it out. If you do, you're going to set the contraption in motion. Oh, yeah. I just thought, he just thought he'd blow me up is what he thought. Oops, that was my bad. But there aren't a whole lot of tricks I can use. Things I can use my tricks on in this room. But yeah, I am red standing on it. Have anything to do with it? Is he more heavy set than he looks too? Why are you asking me? This door. What in the world is this thing? This device has that meteorite data entered into it. If it detects 10-sec radiation, it responds. Got that kid, isn't it a lovely thing? Yet sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. That sorry pair. Oh, you gotta be freaking. Is nobody ever not standing on this thing? Maybe if, Stop this toy from spinning. I can halt the contraption. Well, that won't really solve anything. There's a smart boy. If you stop the explosion, we'll just find another way to get me. And I'll probably give away the fact that you're here too. But I have to rescue you without stopping the explosion. Is that even possible? That's what has to be done. Deal with it. There's not a lot of stuff in my grasp. As you perhaps have already noticed. Time is running out, baby. Yeah, no perhaps about it. But you know, there are a whole lot of things I can use my ghost strength on in here. Looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of out of deadlock here. Sissel. Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me. Before I'm carried away. With this frail sounding call for help. He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Oh, a little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that surprises you. He's asking you to find him before he's carried away, no less. I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Can't even... Wait, find a way with... Why is so many things not battle? I don't know what you want from me. Hey, there he is again. Farewell. Sounds like your little pal was carried away. Where was he? Maybe you should have tried to find him somehow. Maybe you should have looked around, you know, from corner to corner, baby. Now what? Maybe I should start over. It's no use. I can't open. Yep. I feel like somehow I have to get to that tire. Somewhere. There's gotta be something I can do. Okay, then I have no idea. I haven't got a clue what to do, Am I supposed to be? Wait. Is it being down giving me access to something else? Nope. Come on. It's not like he, he never leaves the area, pretty much. Pretty sure that's as far left as he's going to go. grab anything with my little grasp? Get to the balance short, but nothing from there. Get to these things, let's do nothing. Get me close. Fucking nothing. Nothing at all. What the? Here I am! Oh, hey, it's... Missile! What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Here, let me come join you. Okay, here I am, Sissel. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Okay, let's stop that explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of that man in red then. No, we can't do that either. Can't do this, we can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen. Then we rescued the old prison guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, Missile. Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll do my best. Talking a matter of seconds, can't miss our chance. I pressed the wrong button. There. Ghost to cheat time. can't move them as a unit. So I have to... Can't swap out the dynamite. Can I? Yep. I swear his reach is like 3 times the length of ours. Press the trigger again. Keep pressing the trigger. These squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Sissel, my animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be allowed to do that. Must be some kind of rat beast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. Those things usually make a bigger commotion eh? Huh. Swap. Now that's what I call some proper motion. And making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild insects back. A dangerous bunch. Which one? So I'm thinking if I swap the lid with the door, maybe? Ah. Again and again and again, over and over. Will I ever learn? Probably not. It made a commotion. Wait, it's like... Come on. Let me out, let me out, let me out. You can go from one spot to another, but you can't link them. You know how to use my powers? Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape, right? Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? As I was being carried by the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at a thing from different angles, it looks different. You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. Should I just do the thing then? Fucking go at him. Oh. That's shit. Huh? Sorry, little pigeon. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. But I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. Can't believe it. You actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cavanella. I couldn't do anything to help you. There I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. A magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one who managed to vanish without a trace here. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that right about now, the real me is giving the poor justice minister a real fight. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty oh yeah. That phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. Poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cool twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla? A hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanella. It's time to save your life now. Well, you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time it's different, right, Cecil? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and go get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanella is upstairs. First step is to get up there. Cecil, I'll go up first and wait for you. Gee, thanks. Okay, lovely dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. There we go. Good little birdie. There you are, Cecil! Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the inspector... 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. Just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanella without him noticing. Phew, it's even worse than the last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Cecil. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap ZR. Waggle, waggle. What could I swap out? Okay, so desk lamp and helmet are not swap outable. Knit hat. Oh, did you see that? That big sizzle turned around. Did you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eyes off of me, too. If you had something to do it now. Time to take the first steps to saving the inspector. But like with what? I'm just a dummy. Yes, I know. Get me out of here. Da, 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 da. Skippity stop. Yep. Yep. This isn't a very clear path ahead. He's looking away. Here's something. But what? Can't even use the phone because phone line isn't even open. That What was that? Wait. Turn around. Hey, freaking. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Jiggle. Uh-huh. Oh. I see, I see. Then just gotta. I might be cheating a little, but I really just don't know what to do. Again, I'm going to get shot again. I'm going to get shot again. No, wait, our chance is coming up. Last split second, right? Leave it to me. Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in mid-air between the gun and the Spectre's forehead. Now's our chance. I'm in here in the bullet right now. Swap this little guy with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bolt. Hurry now. Swap that bullet with something else. It's gotta be something. Damn, this is. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats, so warm and most of all, soft. Soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. I'll keep doing it too, over and over. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Hey, let's hurry back to our time. We have to hurry to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile. There's a certain guy I have to follow too. Leading his revenge on Inspector Cabanilla, man in red left. Now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Like shit. Hey there, Prof. We're both alive. I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that. So what? Guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys come through for us. Damn it! You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. It looks like both of their deaths were erased. Fortunately, in the case of the Inspector Light, I can't call it a complete success, but in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. Better talk to them. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yes. Sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there, within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. Guess he's thinking about his spotless record. not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. The guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life 10 years ago? He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage. He wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about White? He said this. Was murdered by all of you. That's it. And done what you did. Yes. Yes. I can't do groovy yes. Yes. Maybe that was 10 years ago on that day. Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Didn't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the special investigation can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I just been assigned to special investigation unit, you see. It didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me, you know, and I wanted to impress him. Right, guzzle down this vermouth. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement, but I was too green. Pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. Then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanel, Chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right there and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation. My gun. Hurt you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. He first found out about the manipulator's existence during certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, his country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at that time. In order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous and impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast. In the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? Get tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, pinpointed where they were going to meet and then staked it out. That restaurant, the chicken kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight. A submarine that belongs to the other country in this state. Submarine? 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 Let's try to fix this game in an hour. But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if those powers would fall into their hands. Right. Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Well, we have to stop him before he leaves the country. This spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record. I'm able to get my hands on all intel as the head of the Special Investigation Unit. Because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jared shooting Elmer. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. That's my spine if you heard it. And I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years though. The manipulator is going to prove that child is innocent. What incredible determination. It's one thing I just don't understand. If you're so determined to help Detective Gerald, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I was about to go help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. That's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. Needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. That's it, eh? There's one little unfortunate result of all this. Then completely misunderstood your intentions. What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around, give it time. So there are more important things to do with our time, right? Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know? I used to be a part of the police. Police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' causes of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment, died instantly. That's what the police report said. There was no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filled an filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. But that's why I've been chasing all night. An unusual corpse. But that's why I've been chasing all night. You tell me more? Yeah, sure. Having an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. That's the only way I can describe it, too. It wasn't an unusual corpse. He was dead, alright. No question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. I couldn't. What do you mean? Scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make a incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. That's how it went. No scarring, no blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. There's one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? If it got up and walked away. Got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. Corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. Got some kind of readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. I'm thinking maybe Cecil. It's like the meteorite fragment. It's letting him inside his body. It's letting him do all this stuff. It has it's giving him all the powers. Maybe this is some kind of split personality deal? I don't know. That's my guess. I'm not gonna spend too long diving into it. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right. It's coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to the park and tested the spot a meteorite fell. Just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Stop. You want me... You want to see me blush? Yeah. I want to press twice. Da -da -da. One, two. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. Literally. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Tempsec. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case. And then I heard there was a man who quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that it was like a meteorite. It's like a meteorite hit on my head. It was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "Source of my powers is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. Manipulator case and Tempsec somehow connected. It's also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise the little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of the case to try to recreate the device. There's just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. Mother told Jowd it had something to do. It did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Cabanella? Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. That cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? I think you're more likely to be seen as a big dork. Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry, I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time and trying to help Detective Jowd. This manipulator case is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. But that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw them in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him, but my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Ha ha ha! But a joke is a joke. We might as well laugh. Jowl! The inspector minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowl go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry it took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Shout. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. Promised to give it back to you one day. I've been waiting for so long, Dr. Chow. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. Yeah. This present you gave me, just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. Cecil, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is. The phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. Get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I'll bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cavanella. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. Now I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for her own reasons, looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost done. Yeah. Yes. Real all-nighter rickets. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Gerald. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you all for your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I better go. A single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil. That single line spreads out like a spider's web to snare the fates of many people. And just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Yo Noah, Detective Gerald. Detective Gerald. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Gerald. I used your phone. I hope you don't mind. Oh man, Morris. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. Submarine, eh? How did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yonoa was going to surface. Confound it! We detectives have a little say. If there's something you want to know about case, ask the criminals. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Cavanaugh has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always proved useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Cavanaugh. I heard he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's somewhere on the submarine somewhere. Ah, Cecil, you mean? Oh, there he is. You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? Spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now. He's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If she needs a hostage, take me. Just please let her go. Bah! It's something our nation needs. Cecil has it. It's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Our nation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer, the source of his powers. What? What in the world was that? Temsec fragment gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? Tis, what a mistake to make. Right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd, where did he go? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lena and the little lady should be here somewhere. Small danger. I better find them, and fast. The phone isn't working anymore. I guess we can't leave the sunlight. So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think even I know who you are by now. What do you suppose that shop was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. What with my memory loss, I can't sound much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think he can. Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects, so let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it! Telephone is ringing. Wow! It's Miss Camilla, I just know it! My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's go to that phone before it stops ringing. You bet! Got big dreams and a little reach. Stubby beach. Just do that again. I think I just heard another little explosion. This'll look. That black hello? It came off the hook. I better answer it fast. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. Sissel, where are you? Somebody, please answer. I guess you can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn. Miss Lynn! Better hurry. Let's go, Sissel. Go there. It's no use. Nobody's answering. There. Miss Camilla! And Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, old lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla! Miss Camilla! And Missile too. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Miss Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before, when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you, Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Missile, can you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? See what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect you. Hey, I'll do it! Thank you, Missile. Good day. Wonder what happened this time. Better talk to the little lady then. Better do something about the detective lady. Oh, Sissel, you're here. Then, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? Well, it just disappeared all of a sudden. It was all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. Captain with that radio transmitter, Inspector Cabanello, fired into him with a bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat, and then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine drove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine. She had escaped and run away here. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There's a flash of light, of white light or something. Next thing I know, I was dead. Boy, it sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Are you okay? Camilla? Well, woman, is expected now. It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, see, there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution? Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for you to go. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? Heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what what in the world? An explosion? Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out! Revenge, huh? It's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him. Am I? He's going to shoot Detective Jowd. Ask Camillo when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life again. You didn't have to add that again part. Look, if it fits, it fits. This is more like again. Who's counting? So let's see, the cause of death this time. It's that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. We got big dreams and a little reach. If he moves her body forward. The phone is ringing. No. It's no use. I can't get the line to work. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody, please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Oh. Voila. Hey, you somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed. Who's to say that I not? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. Might be Detective Jowd. That's right, I better check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it Hello? Anybody there? Somebody there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, if you're coming, we're leaving. Doubt there's any way to stop an explosion left the other room. So it must be true what they say. That they are restless ghosts out. That does it. I promise to turn a new leaf over a new leaf. Over a new leaf now. Who's he calling restless ghosts? Or it's true, neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. Guess that means the fate of the sub has changed slightly. Cecil has underestimated us. He left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? It's Detective Jowd. What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. Just a moment. Man is red is about to get his temp set taken away. Won't budge. Maybe it's broken? Well, I guess I don't have the lower it right now. If I ever have to move it, I could probably get Link to do it for me. There. Nothing's happening. Sure seems like it should do something. Maybe it's some kind of ornament. I don't get it. What's happening? We decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. You're just going to go ahead and steal the temp set, right? Huh, but that's cheating! I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the temp set right going to? Wait for it. Now! Now! Ah! The Tamsak fragment. You're mine at last. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. Cecil, what's happened? The whole room just disappeared. Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jowd can't take care of himself. Main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I better hurry along. For Cecil discover what he's lost comes after. Noah will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Cecil. Ah, so that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is it? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo? Like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. It's not good. You have to do something before that torpedo is fired. Can't let it launch. Or what can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Then we can find a way to stop it somehow. Somehow. True detective never gives up. Oh, we certainly can't just ignore it. There's no time. It's gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's something we can do. I hope. What was the "I hope" at the end the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes. Why is there a little rat in it? Came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. Whether is this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? This looks just. This looks just like the This looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we can do that, it looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? You know how a torpedo works? No, I can't say I do. Detectives so know a lot. I saw it explained once in a book. On the impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. That in turn sets off the detonator. Detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot, or not. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. Spinning black things, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. It must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. Stubborn little thing, isn't it? Quite a worthy adversary. Do you know the rat isn't the main focus? You do know the rat isn't the main focus here, don't you? Okay, true. But until it's out of the way, we can't set a safety device. You're right. If only our vessel was here right now. We have to get this little creature to leave somehow. We're almost out of time at this rate. We're going to blow up the submarine. Uh-oh. Have to set that safety and keep the torpedo from detonating. You just freaking move! Why is this? Did I persuade you and friggin' move it? This is probably the detonator. Hey, don't press it. The torpedo will explode. Uh-oh, better be careful. But you know, there should be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? That sounds promising. You have to put the safety on before this thing blows up. But there's a rat who's real strong and doesn't want to move. Okay. I'm running out of time too. Hopefully, I can just... Friggin' What in the world? An explosion? I think I'm gonna have to call it here for tonight. How long have I been alive? I guess we'll just have to deal with a shorter stream next time. Oh well. Call it bye. Do some uploading after I'm done. Now I'm just watching my mic aux line go up, 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 up. Yes, maybe I can drop save here. Yep. No. Yep, but I'll call it. Press some export buttons, you know, the drill. Do that kind of YouTubing stuff. But anyhow, good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, he said, watching his mic aux level move.